Hi there, friends. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today, I bring you my current book collection. I hope you will enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I know some of my friends are going to want to come for me if they see any of the long lost books featured in my collection. Please, please, please come down and make peace with your loss. So please note that this is not a complete representation of all the books I've ever read, because obviously some of the books I get from friends, others I've gotten from the library, and some of the books I've unfortunately lost along the way. Stay tuned and have a look at my collection. So the first thing we're going to have a look at is my bedside table, where I put all my current reads. So my first current read is this book by Eckhart Tolle called A New Earth, and as you can see from the state of the book, this is a reread. I think this is the third time I'm reading it. It's just like one of those amazing spiritual books and highly recommended. The next book is this one called The Reactive by Masande, and I've been reading this for a little while now, and the review is coming soon, so watch out for that. It's a really good book and I can't wait to tell you my thoughts on it. And the next book is this one called The Book of Phoenix by Nindi Okorafo. I actually got this book a couple of days ago and I'm so excited to get into it. And I actually have a signed copy, as you can tell. Yay! And what I also do is I keep a couple of journals by my bedside table. Just when I get tired of my current reads, I like grabbing these journals, reading short stories or poems. And this issue of the New Contrast actually features one of my poems. So if you do grab it, let me know what you think. And this is just another journal that I'm currently reading. So the next thing we're gonna look at is my bookshelf, and this is where I keep a majority of my books. So the first shelf is mostly authors from the continent and the diaspora. And to be honest, my bookshelf does not normally look like this. I had to clean it up a little bit and just like reorganize the books so that it just made it easier for me to share my collection with you. So the very first book is this one. Of course, you know this from the review that I did a couple of weeks ago. It's James Baldwin's Go Tell It on the Mountain. If you haven't seen that review, please watch it and let me know what you think. The next book is this one by Yewande Omotoso called The Woman Next Door. Obviously, guys, I'm just showing you a couple of books that I have that are written by African authors or authors based in the diaspora. Because of time, I can't get into each book. I hope you understand. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you know this book. It's Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, and I've reread this book probably like a million times. It's just like one of those books that I read at a very young age, and I keep going back to it. And this is possibly the funniest book I've ever read. We Need New Names by Noviolet Bulawayo. And of course, everybody has a little bit of Chimamanda on their bookshelf, and this is one out of the two books that I own by her. I'm really looking forward to reading more of her work and having like a proper collection. So also on my bookshelf is this collection that I have of Paulo Coelho's books. I went through a serious phase where I was just collecting his books, and I think at the time I'd never come across a writer like him. His books usually cover themes around supernatural things and esoteric matters, and I just found that so fascinating. Also, on my shelf, I have this collection of spiritual slash self help books. I have this one called The Art of War by Sun Tzu. I'm sure like a lot of you have read this one. The next one is this one called The Invitation by Oriah Mountain Dreamer. And I'm just saying, but Beyonce once posted a quote from this book. This one is by Eckhart Tolle and it's called The Power of Now. If you've watched my previous videos, then you know that Eckhart is my guru. And When the Shoe Fits is written by Osho, who I think is this badass gangster guru. Sometimes I have a hard time relating to some of the gurus, and Osho is just like one of those gurus who tells it like it is, and yeah, it's quite refreshing. So this book I highly recommend, especially for people who suffer from a variety of ailments. What Dawn does is she looks at how we can use a variety of creative expressions to explore what the body is trying to tell us. So this batch of books is usually on my windowsill, but it was like such a mission trying to shoot on there, so I just placed them on here so you guys can have a proper look. So most of the poetry books I have are by South African poets. I'm very lucky that I get gifted a lot of the poetry books you see here. It's because of the kind of work I do. I am constantly meeting poets. And they are very kind and they sign and give me their books. Of course, Rumi is the love of my life. His work resonates with me at a very deep level. I will confess and say I bought this book because I kept seeing a ton of quotes on Instagram that I absolutely loved by the author. She mostly advocates for people to live, their best lives, and I was just like fascinated by her, and I went out and got the book. So, friends, this was my current book collection. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It took me a little while to shoot this, as you can tell, so I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. Please comment below if you have any of these books. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, take very good care. Bye.